There's something special about a great limited series. No endless seasons, no filler, just tight, focused storytelling that hits hard and leaves fast. Whether it's a gripping crime drama, a haunting character study, or a genre-bending masterpiece, the best limited series of the 2020s have proven that less really can be more. From bleak emotional gut punches to surprisingly hopeful tales of survival, these are the ones that stayed with us long after the credits rolled. This is best limited series of the 2020s so far.
But I have to take care of my brother. That's non-negotiable, all right? It's just something that I have to do. I have to do it.
Coming in at number 10 is I Know This Much Is True, a 6-part emotional gut punch. The series follows Dominic Birdsey, who's forced to become caretaker for his twin brother Thomas after a shocking act of public self-harm. What unfolds is a decade-spanning journey through mental illness, family trauma, and quiet devastation. Mark Ruffalo delivers a career-defining performance playing both brothers, so convincingly it barely feels like a trick. Directed by Derek Cianfrance, it's bleak, unrelenting, and deeply human. Not everyone will make it through, but for those who do, it's one of the most powerful limited series in recent memory.
I bet you've seen more than your share of butchery. Why does this one bother you so much?
I care because I do not wish to see an innocent man punished. Do you think it's fair that one man should suffer for another man's crime?
At number 9, The North Water is a brutal, frozen survival tale that's as beautiful as it is horrifying. Jack O'Connell stars as a disgraced army surgeon who joins a whaling expedition to escape his past, only to find himself trapped in an Arctic nightmare alongside a murderous crew and a sea of secrets. Colin Farrell is nearly unrecognizable here, animalistic, dangerous, and chilling in the most physical role of his career. Shot entirely on location, this series doesn't just show you the cold, it infects you with it. The silence, the snow, the slow descent into savagery, it all lingers long after the credits roll. It's grim, stunning, and absolutely unforgettable. You go so well. At number 8 is We Own This City, a 6-part look at the real-life corruption inside Baltimore's gun trace task force. John Bernthal plays Wayne Jenkins, a cop who rises fast through the ranks while bending every rule in sight, until the whole thing implodes. The series unpacks how an entire unit went unchecked for years, stealing, lying, and weaponizing their badges. It's told with a tight, documentary-style structure that demands you pay attention. Created by David Simon and George Pelecanos, the writing doesn't sensationalize. It just lays it all out. How a broken system produces broken people, and how power warps everything it touches. At number 7 is Station 11, a post-pandemic story that's more about healing than collapse. It follows a group of survivors, artists, actors, strangers, spread across timelines before and after a global flu wipes out most of the population. But instead of leaning on apocalypse tropes, the series explores memory, connection, and how art keeps us human. Himesh Patel, Mackenzie Davis, and Matilda Lawler deliver deeply personal performances that ground the story in something intimate and honest. It's visually stunning, emotionally rich, and refreshingly free of cynicism. In a genre that usually focuses on how everything ends, Station 11 quietly asks what's worth rebuilding.
I used to think my dreams would lead to happiness, but now it almost feels like this choice between the two.
At number 6 is Baby Reindeer, a true story so raw and intimate it feels almost too close to watch. And that's what makes it remarkable. Created by and starring Richard Gadd, the series explores his real-life experience with stalking, trauma, and the long shadow of abuse. But instead of casting villains or heroes, it gives us two broken people in a slow-motion emotional car crash. Gadd's performance is fearless, but it's Jessica Gunning who delivers something unforgettable, layered, disturbing, and deeply human. Baby Reindeer isn't easy, and it's not clean, but it's one of the bravest, most honest things you'll find on screen. And once it starts, it's impossible to look away.
In my dreams, in my dreams, I like kill women, you know?
Coming in at number 5 is Blackbird, a slow burn true crime drama that creeps under your skin and stays there. Taron Egerton plays Jimmy Keene, a convicted drug dealer offered early release if he can get a suspected serial killer to confess from inside a maximum security prison. Egerton completely disappears into the role, but it's Paul Walter Hauser who chills you to the bone as Larry Hall, quiet, awkward, and deeply unsettling. The story unfolds with eerie precision. No jump scares, no flash, just steady dread and razor-sharp tension. It's part prison thriller, part psychological cat and mouse, and it might just feature the best performances either actor has given to date. Number 4 is Dopesick, a devastating look at how one pill helped destroy a country. Based on true events, the series traces the rise of OxyContin, from its creation in boardrooms to the fallout in small-town America. We follow prosecutors, doctors, DEA agents, and the victims themselves as the crisis unfolds in every direction. Michael Keaton leads the cast with heartbreaking honesty, while Caitlin Dever and Rosario Dawson deliver deeply human performances. It's not just informative, it's enraging, tender, and unflinching. A rare show that manages to capture both the scale of a national tragedy and the pain of the people inside it.
It's an entire world of just 64 squares. I feel safe in it. I can control it. I can dominate it. And it's predictable.
At number 3 is The Queen's Gambit, a show that somehow made competitive chess feel like a high-stakes sport and a deeply personal battle. Anya Taylor-Joy is magnetic as Beth Harmon, an orphaned prodigy navigating addiction, loneliness, and the rigid expectations of 1960s America, all while quietly dismantling a male-dominated world one match at a time. The production design, the pacing, the music, it all flows around her like clockwork. But the magic's in the ensemble. Thomas Brody Sangster, Moses Ingram, Harry Melling, and Marielle Heller each bring depth to characters who could have been flat but feel fully lived in. Behind every strategic move is a story of survival. And The Queen's Gambit plays that game to near perfection. Number 2 is Shōgun, a political epic where power isn't shouted. It's whispered through language, silence, and perfectly timed restraint. Set in feudal Japan on the brink of civil war, the series follows Lord Toranagar as he maneuvers through shifting alliances and foreign threats, with English sailor John Blackthorne caught in the storm. Hiroyuki Sanada commands the screen, and Anna Sawai's performance as Mariko is quietly heartbreaking. Every gesture, every word carries weight. With stunning cinematography, immersive sound design, and one of the most tightly written political dramas in years, Shōgun doesn't rush. It builds. And by the end, it leaves you breathless.
Doing something great is overrated. Because then people expect that from you. All the time. What they don't realize is you're just as screwed up as they are.
And at number 1, Mare of Easttown. A small-town crime story that somehow manages to feel epic and intimate all at once. Kate Winslet plays Mare, a detective carrying years of grief, guilt, and unresolved pain while chasing a case that cuts far too close to home. It's a masterclass in slow burn storytelling, grounded in working-class Pennsylvania life, filled with moments of aching silence, sharp writing, and performances that feel lived in across the entire ensemble. More than just a whodunit, Mare of Easttown explores how trauma festers in a place and in a person, and what it really means to try and come back from it. When it ended, it didn't just leave a mystery solved, it left something behind. Thanks for watching. What was your favourite miniseries from the last 5 years? Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this countdown, hit like, subscribe, and join me again here on Movie and TV Historian.